Well, Webb, just talk about your night. How did you feel at the plate?
Those first two at bats, the two doubles, the 3 runs scored. It was just an amazing feeling. I've been working with Coach Rose, trying to get my mechanics down. It felt good to barrel the ball.
You know, what went through your mind when you saw that ball go for that double that got y'all's first runs?
I was glad I sat back on that curveball because it was nasty.
Well, Kobe, how did you settle down after the first inning?
The first inning came out. Defense made a couple errors. I made an error. I had to just work on pounding the zone. A lot of weak contact happened tonight.
When did you start to feel back in the rhythm?
About the 4th inning, I gave up 2 in the first off of errors. Then the 2nd and 3rd put up 2 zeros. So just felt good after that. So then the 4th inning, curveball started working better. Yes,
Coach, a gutsy win. Y'all fell behind 2-0, came back for the win. Just general thoughts.
Yeah, when we 2 batters into the game, we committed 4 errors, and all of a sudden, next batter, all of a sudden we're losing 2-0 right off the bat. Defense wasn't ready to play at the very start, but we settled down after that, and Colby threw well. Our defense played great, and we got the timely hit. So those are a really good pitching staff that we faced, and we knew it was going to be a low-scoring game. So we just had to figure out when, how are we going to piece together a couple runs here and there.
Webb, especially with a big timely hit there in the bottom of the first, what did that do for the team?
That got the momentum back, and Colby settled down. It was just all right. Now it's back 0-0. We'll play a 6-inning game from here on out. So that got Colby back, his confidence back, and we played it. We just played it like a 0-0 game from there on.
I kind of led to my next question. What did you like about how Colby settled down after the first?
Yeah, that was he's our defense for the most part until that first inning. We have a lot of confidence. We're on the mound. We know what he's going to give us. It'd have been nice to get him out of there and our offense going, so he doesn't have to throw. Doesn't have to go 7. But he wanted the ball. He was fired up there at the end. A couple of things were being said to him that he didn't appreciate, so he wanted to finish that game. He had some personal interest in finishing that game on his own.
Well, that he did. Still some instances you had runners in scoring position. I know you've been frustrated about this in the past. What do you feel it's going to have to be to make that work?
Somebody's going to have to step up. Again, like that last inning, we had bases loaded, nobody out, and strikeout, ground out. Somebody's got to step up for us, and we're trying to get guys in position to give us a chance. And we talked to a few hitters after the game that somebody's going to have to step up. We've got too many veterans on this team to have bad at bats like we've been having. And it wasn't just that last inning. We had runners in scoring position earlier in the game too that we just didn't come through. So pretty frustrating as a coach. But I told the team, it was a good baseball game. Faced 2 good pitchers for them. Fortunate to come out with a win. But we do have to have some hitters step up.